Welcome everyone to Hybrid Movies Episode 2, and we are back again, of course, for another podcast. I'm your host this week, Nick, and I am joined by DC Luke.
What's up, guys?
Michael, aka Farewell34.
What a doozy, guys. We got greenlit for Episode 2. I love it.
Oh my god, our ratings were good enough. We made it.
I'm actually surprised they were good enough.
And we have our good friend James here with us.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Episode 2. It is so glad to have you all.
Yeah, dude. We also, I think the episode just passed like 1,000, I want to say yesterday or something, so that's pretty cool.
Yo, dude, Season 2 confirmed.
Just
hey,
good enough.
Don't get ahead of yourself there. Season 2, no way. But, yeah, how's everyone doing tonight? I'm tired, I'm just going to say that, because I was at the theater all day, pretty much. So, damn. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Nick. I actually spent a good majority of my day watching movies at the theater, which was cool.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw what's it called? Live by Night, and I saw Patriots Day.
Oh, okay. Luke, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. I am going into my second strongbow because work sucked. So
stay strongbow.
I did make $60 and tips today, though, so that was pretty cool.
Oh.
Hey,
that's nice.
There we go.
James, how are you?
And I use.
I'm so far so good. So far so good. I'm very full. I just had Pizza Hut.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and
all of Pizza Hut.
Yep. Have a bit of a food coma, but other than that, everything's good on this end.
All right. So, for our first segment here, I think we're just going to kind of jump into the movies talk here. So, we're going to talk about what we recently watched, and like I mentioned just a few minutes ago, we just saw a ton of movies today, between probably me and Michael, I think. We spent the whole day at the damn theater, but...
Pretty much.
Yeah, so I guess I'll start off first here saying that I saw... Live by Night, Patriots Day, and Sleepless, which is a movie that I haven't even heard of since probably a week ago, actually, when we did the first episode. And I had a good time with 2 out of 3, I think. Live by Night was probably the weak link. It just had weird editing and storytelling to it. I'm never a big fan of movies where they have to use like narration montages to kind of get info across. I would rather just see it played out on screen or something, or just not mention it at all. Because you have segments of the movie where he's like, and then I did this, and then this happened, and then I killed this guy. It's like, oh, okay.
That's the realest shit.
And it's like,
what is
and
this,
then,
movies for the blind?
Yeah, and then you had Ben Affleck trying to do this horrible accent, and it kept slipping every freaking scene he's in.
I'm from Boston.
And then I killed Jimmy over there. I don't know what the fuck that was, that accent, but
and then I moved there, and then I wanted stuff from there.
God. I mean, there are enjoyable parts to it, though. I thought it was well shot, I think, for the most part, and most of the actors gave in a pretty good, serviceable performance. You know, honestly, Ben Affleck just kind of was weird in certain scenes. I don't know. I feel like he should have cast somebody else in the lead role, to be honest.
I feel like
it's just I couldn't really buy into him as this like gangster kind of crime lord guy. It just kind of felt weird seeing him.
I can barely buy into that idea at all.
Yeah, exactly. But the other 2 movies were really good. I really enjoyed Patriots Day, of course, directed by Peter Berg, who's had a really good track record recently of directing these kind of like based on true events films. He did Lone Survivor, and then he recently did Deepwater Horizon, which is about the oil spill. And both of those films also starred Mark Wahlberg, which is kind of interesting. They have a really good relationship.
I think he's got a little love interest there with him. Can't let him go.
I guess so. I don't know. They're working out pretty good. But yeah, Patriots Day was great. And I guess I was just informed that Sleepless has horrible reviews, but I had a fun time with it. I thought it was a really kind of just enjoyable ride. You know, obviously it's so cliche and just by the numbers stuff, but it was all kinds of twists and turns, so I mean, I had a fun time with it.
Nice.
So I'm talking forever, but Michael, what did you see?
No.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so similar to you, I saw Patriots Day and Live by Night, and I actually have pretty similar feelings towards them. Live by Night for me, I was not the biggest fan of. Like you said, stuff with these the way story was told. Some of a little too much, I think, where things were pushed into that movie. So when they try like telling everyone's story fully, it kind of fell a little flat for me for some of them. The acting, I actually thought a lot of them did pretty good. Some of the side characters, like his best friend in the movie.
Oh yeah.
He was really awesome. There's some great action sequences. It's a little spotty though on some of them. But yeah, I thought the movie was alright. Patriots Day is one that really surprised me. All I knew was about the Boston Marathon. I knew the director had a pretty good track record going into it, but I was so surprised how engaged I was in this film. From beginning to end, I just kept being more involved with it, caring about these characters and what was going on. I thought it was interesting techniques they used to tell the story. I thought it worked for the most part. The action sequences were very riveting, and I had a really good time with it. I think you guys should go check it out.
Okay, all right. That's all you saw, right?
Yeah, just those two. Unfortunately, I wish I could have saw one more.
James, what have you seen recently?
So I got up at the wee hours in the morning, and I went to go see Monster Trucks.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
Ah!
I'm kidding. No,
the best Christmas gift ever. Thank you, Santa.
Right? No, I did not go see that. I went to go see the new Martin Scorsese movie, Silence.
Okay, how was that?
Yep. It was really good. I mean, I always look forward to Scorsese movies whenever they come out. This is one where like you have to. This isn't one where you could just go on a whim. Like, you know how some people will just come to movies just like, ooh, let's go see this movie because why not? No, I think this is one where you have to have some investment beforehand watching it because it is like over 2.5 hours long. It's a very quiet, very slow paced movie, but it's executed really well. I mean, for those who don't know, it's the story of these two Jesuit priests who go to Japan in the 17th century. They're trying to look for another priest who's supposedly lost, while at the same time trying to spread their religion throughout Japan in a time where the Japanese government is cracking down on anyone perceived to be Christian. And like as the movie goes on, like you see these two priests, like, you know, they start out like headstrong and full of hope, but you know, as their journey continues, like their face starts to get whittled away little by little as they see all these horrible things happening to them, and it gets to the breaking point, and it's pretty rough.
Damn.
But it's still a really good movie. I have a couple of friends. Like I have one friend who works like at a Jesuit school. He said like he really loved it, and I'm thinking like anyone, you know, of the Catholic faith or of a Catholic background, I think they'll really enjoy this movie. And even those who aren't, like I'm not Catholic. I don't come from a Catholic background. It's still a wonderful film. But again, it's one of those movies where like just be prepared for like a lot of talking.
Sure, you gotta be really engaged the whole time, like pay attention.
Yeah. It's not a movie you can watch, you know, while tired. And I went to an 11 o'clock screen, so I got up a bit early, just to get up and watch it. But yeah, no, I'm really glad I saw it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Ooh, how were the performances in that one too? I was just curious because I heard this year Andrew Garfield really redeemed himself, and I heard this was one of those roles. Did you think that?
I really did, and it's funny because like, you know, not only this movie which deals with religion, but also Hacksaw Ridge, which also deals with religion. This has been a good year for Andrew Garfield. I'm glad that he's been able to, you know, escape the whole Spider-Man routine.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess just the whole superhero thing in general. That's been happening
he's
with
been
a lot of people.
Yeah, he's been able to escape that and really come into something of his own. And I think these two movies really help solidify that.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gotta check that out then. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah. See it while you still can, because I'm not sure how long it'll stay in theaters. Maybe it'll stay longer in some theaters depending on where you are. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke, what have you seen recently?
Monster Trucks.
I saw.
Nobody saw that. Damn it.
I wish I could.
Damn it!
I wish I could say. I wish I could say Monster Trucks, but no. I saw Hidden Figures.
What?
And I mean, look. Hidden Figures isn't like this amazing thing like the rest of you guys.
Damn. We'll
saw,
give
like,
it a
Patriots
9.9
Day or like Silent. No, I can. No, look. When you watch the film, you can definitely see why Will loved it. Like, but no. I mean, like. Hidden Figures, like, it's not like...
Did it have a hidden figure?
Those... well, the title is a play on words, Michael, because the movie deals with Catherine Goebel trying to find the hidden numbers within her data, but also it accounts for the hidden figures within the NASA space program.
Ooh.
But that was a really lame fact.
The more
anyway,
you know.
the more you know. But anyway, I don't know what it is about Hidden Figures, but... because I watched it, and there's a lot of things that I think true story kind of movies deal with that I think they do better than Hidden Figures, but there's something about Hidden Figures where I think it's just mostly the actresses are very charming, and it definitely gives like equal screen time to a lot of people, because like the main focus is Catherine Goebel, but it focuses on a lot of the different African American women in the NASA space program and just all the achievements that they came across. And again, like I said, there's a lot of things that other true story movies do better, and it's definitely not like up there with some of the movies that you guys saw. Like, I still need to see Silence, but it's not playing at my goddamn theater. But Hidden Figures, I do think it's pretty good.
Nice.
I don't know if I'd give it as high of a score as Will, but I can definitely see why Will would give it a 9.9.
There was no point in the movie when they
But,
said, "Are we some kind of hidden figures?" Oh, okay.
No.
They
There was
almost
no
did that.
point like that.
They almost did that in
They
Live by Night.
almost
They were
did.
so close.
I caught that too.
Wait, did they really?
Dude, it was like a play on words. It was like, you know how like this saying it goes like sleep by day, live by night.
Ow.
No, I don't know that
That's all I'm gonna
thing.
say.
What is that?
I really wish that movies would do that more often.
What are we?
because love
No, I
it.
wish Jamie Foxx looked at
So
the camera and was like,
stupid.
"Damn, I'm sleepless."
Sleepless.
Damn, I'm
'Cause
sleepless.
the
Oh
whole
my
movie
gosh.
takes place over one night, and like I guess that's what. So, I don't know. Whatever.
What are we? Some type of sleepless squad?
Yeah, but no, Hidden Figures is pretty charming.
Okay.
It's just kind of jarring when that's coupled with like the really hardcore racism in the movie.
jeez.
Like they go.
Well,
Damn.
Well,
I know,
yeah.
like the time period, it really makes sense. But like with all the charming like character acting and everything, it's like very funny and stuff. But then it's coupled with like, oh, it's unheard of for a Negro woman to be attending this white
man.
school. Like, they
Dude,
keep
it's so funny.
saying-
That was in actually some of the other movies we watched too.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, you were saying like Live by
Yeah,
Night,
that was
like
in there.
it had a
What?
really
Dude, totally caught me
like-
off guard. Like, did not expect any of that at all. Like,
Yeah.
the way it was marketed, I was expecting like this gangster movie, and it was just gonna kind of just focus on like that. But it was a much broader story than I had initially anticipated.
Yeah, and I understand why the racism thing was kind of there, because the whole movie is just like about
It's-
advancement and making strides. But I mean, I don't know, because it was like a really strong thing, but it was always like played for laughs in certain areas, and I don't know, it was weird. But I'm not complaining that it was there. It's just that coupled with sort of the light tone of the movie, it was like really strong in some cases, and I just thought it was a little
Okay.
weird.
Would you recommend Hidden Figures?
I would say so, yeah. If you want to go
Is it like
see it,
is it a full price or a matinee?
I would say full price. Although, if you want to see, it's a good matinee film. I'll say that. I would say you won't feel disappointed paying full price, but if you want to see matinee, it's a good matinee movie.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So with all that being said, as we look to the week ahead of us, what films are you guys looking forward to that open January the 20th? Michael, is there anything that caught your eye?
Yeah, there's actually one movie in particular for a specific reason. Split, that comes out next week. I got advanced screening tickets to see it yesterday, but it ended up being full. And I was actually looking forward to seeing that one. I heard M. Night Shyamalan made a good one.
Oh,
this
he's
time.
back.
So I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
he's back, baby. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Back
seeing next
to
week.
Would you say? Do you think it's back to his Unbreakable days?
No, back to his Signs days, dude.
No, dude, I want him to go back to the Happening days.
Oh, I love that.
No,
I'm just playing. No, that movie's.
All right,
we want
so
to move
Split
away
is your
from
choice?
that.
I think Split.
Okay,
I'm gonna go with that.
Luke, what movie are you looking forward to next week?
I think Split. I'll say Split too, just because I don't know. I wasn't really feeling the first trailer, but the more I've seen, the more I'm starting to think, oh, maybe he has redeemed himself because it does look pretty interesting. So yeah, I'll say Split.
Nice.
James, what's your pick?
This might be an odd choice, but I'm actually kind of interested in seeing The Founder.
Yeah, I mentioned that. It's Michael Keaton, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. It's coming out.
Yeah, it's got three things I like.
Mickey
It's got
D's.
McDonald's, it's a biopic, and it's got Michael Keaton.
Hey, maybe a sleeper
Yeah.
hit. Who knows?
Damn, Nick, how about you, man? What are you looking forward to next week?
So the funny thing is, I am looking forward to Split, obviously, but I actually got a screening pass to see Triple X Tuesday night at the IMAX headquarters in LA. So I'm gonna go check that out.
Sweet, that's early too.
Nice.
You're gonna be seeing it a little early.
Yeah,
too,
and
huh?
it's sponsored by Collider.com. So shout out to those guys. I'm gonna hang out with Steve Weintraub, aka Collider Frosty, that night. So and there's a Q&A with the director afterwards.
Yeah.
So that should be pretty cool. But
Damn, yo, we'll
Very
get some
cool.
inside scoops, guys.
oh
if you're
no,
into
no, we're
Triple
not.
X.
Don't promise them anything. He's just saying that. I don't know what's.
Damn. Oh, also another movie that totally, I think I mentioned it briefly before. It's an animated movie. It's limited. The Red Turtle.
Oh,
That looks super
Yes,
interesting.
I've heard of that.
Apparently,
Yeah.
it's
I
phenomenal.
have not heard of
Okay.
that. What is that?
Yeah, it's about a red turtle. It centers around that. They're a tropical island. I don't know, but it looks cool.
Is
man.
it like that PS4 game Black Tiger?
Maybe. I'm not too sure.
I'll have to send you the link to that.
Aren't there some Studio Ghibli people working on that movie?
Yeah, I was about to say. I was just double checking right now. I'm pretty sure it is. So
Wait,
they're
is it an
usually
animated
usually
thing?
fairly great with their
Yeah,
animated
yeah.
movies.
Oh, it's an animated thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not
Yeah.
some live action
Oh, I might check
turtle.
Yeah,
that
I,
out.
I think it's
No, it's like
It's,
Finding
like-
Nemo.
it's a real red turtle.
yeah,
They
no,
just
it's a
spray
real
painted
red
it?
It's a biopic. His life.
Clifford the Big Red Turtle, 2017.
Yeah. All right, so I think we've said everything we had on what we recently saw and the coming soon up for the next weekend. So I think we should kind of break down some box office numbers for this Friday, beginning of the weekend, which is January the 13th, and kind of just find out what they all mean. So at number 5, we actually have Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. So
Still in there
at
strong.
3.2 million.
They're hopping
Yeah,
on that
makes
Forrest
sense.
Whitaker leg.
Oh yeah. So Rogue One, dude. Was that everyone liked it here?
I thought it was
Oh,
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I really
Okay.
liked it. I
liked it
plan
a
on
lot
getting the
more
Blu-ray
than
when it comes out.
Yeah, I liked it a lot more than episode
yeah,
7.
definitely.
So
So
Aside from even with the CG Tarkin.
you know what? I would say Kylo Ren and CGI Tarkin are neck and neck for the worst thing in Star Wars. But
Damn.
well, I should say second place because the Ewoks take first
They-
for
they-
me.
they
I
always
fucking
the
do.
hate
Ewoks
the
take
Ewoks.
Manhattan. I want to see that movie.
I fucking hate the Ewoks.
Oh,
so
I
much.
will say though, I think it's being at number 5. I think next week when those bigger title movies come out, I think it might get knocked out.
Wow. I mean, how long has it been out now? I think this is the 4th weekend, I want to say, or is it?
Something like that. Yeah, I think about.
It's been
4th,
out
too.
since December 16th.
Okay, let's see. I believe 1, 2,
Um,
3. Yeah, this is the 4th weekend. Okay.
So does that mean it'll come out on Blu-ray sooner?
Maybe
What was the turnaround for with episode 7? I think it was pretty quick.
that one
I got
came out in.
the
May?
Blu-ray for that in the first week of April.
Yeah, they're starting to come out quicker now. I think within the 4 to 5 months you got a Blu-ray out. So
Damn.
Fine
yeah.
by me.
So moving on here, we have number 4, La La Land, actually 4.1 million. So
Dun, 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 dun,
That's
dun, 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 dun,
definitely, I
dun,
think
dun,
getting
dun, dun,
these
dun,
movies
dun,
are kind of
dun.
getting more attention, probably as award season gets
Yeah,
closer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Too. Golden Globes, La La Land was doing
Oh, yeah.
really well there too. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
I think it sweeped up every category it was nominated in.
Mhm. I gotta still check that out. Maybe
Yeah, damn.
maybe this upcoming weekend I'll see if it's still playing and give it a watch. But
Yeah, it has that matinee or something.
oh yeah. So at number 3,
Catch
we
that
have a
up.
new release, actually, Patriots Day at 4.1 million. So it's a pretty...
Yeah, that's some solid.
Pretty-
That's
Yeah,
Good
it's
for
a
them.
pretty good Friday opening, I would say, for like
Yeah.
a kind of smaller movie. But
I gotta say, when I saw it, it was packed in
Oh,
my
yeah.
theater, so I expect that to stay for a little while.
yeah, definitely. Could it get to 100 million domestic? That's the question.
Oh yeah, given this MLK weekend, I imagine it would.
Okay. Number 2, The Bye Bye Man. That's a new release too. 5.4 million.
Hey man, like
We
second
actually-
spot's
I mean,
pretty good,
it-
dude. It's getting that
we had
teenage audience.
we had some
PG
sold out showings for that.
Okay.
I
PG-13 horror movie. I can understand
Exactly,
why. But,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, don't.
Granted, I heard
Get a
it's
bunch
pretty
of-
bad though.
No, Don't Breathe
get a
was
bunch
rated
of
R too,
loud
no?
kids. Yeah.
Yeah, it
that
was.
was definitely rated R.
Yeah, I mean, I was sort of interested in The Bye Bye Man. It just didn't really fit in with the schedule of movies I was going to see. So I considered going to see it today, but I ultimately didn't see it. Maybe next weekend, though. So coming in at the number 1 spot, we have Hidden Figures with 5.5 million. That's a pretty
Yo,
Pretty
Luke,
good opening.
your movie, man.
My movie.
When did that open? Actually, I don't think it was that yesterday or was that the last weekend?
No,
I think it was
a
last
week
week.
ago.
Oh, it was a week
Yeah, it
ago.
was like a
Okay,
week
so it's
ago.
still number 1.
And I think before that it was limited too. No.
I think it was limited in some theaters, and then the wide release was last week.
Yeah. So hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
dude.
I
It's
think-
getting some of that Golden Globes hype too. I think.
Yeah, definitely. You were saying a trend
Yeah.
here. So, out of those top 5, if any movies you guys didn't see, what are you going to check out at those top 5?
Probably. It's either
Lila Land.
Lila Land.
Either.
Lila.
God damn it! Fucking Bye Bye Man pissing me.
Lila
Fucking
Land.
either Bye Bye Land, but La La Land or Patriots Day, because those look pretty damn good.
Nice.
I might be La La Land though.
Okay. James, what are you going to check out?
I think if I find some time within the week, I might check out Hidden Figures, because I have a history background. I studied history back in college, and when it comes to history movies, those are usually my thing.
Yeah, dude, Luke's
Nice.
Luke's
They
getting
usually
us
have-
hyped up for Hidden Figures.
I'll
Yeah.
just say this. What's his name? Sheldon from Big Bang Theory is in the movie.
Oh, Jim Parsons.
What?
Yeah, Jim Parsons, and he is still just Sheldon in the movie.
How's Kevin Costner in that movie?
He's actually pretty good. He's not bad.
Really? He's not. Is he still bland or
No, he's not really bland. He's I don't really know how to say it. He feels fatherly in a weird way, but it works, I think.
But not like Man of Steel, where
No.
Where
Look,
his
look
big
I'll
scene
say this.
was-
I actually think Kevin Costner's pretty good, and Man of Steel is just like one of those things where it's more the director just was not great in handling the people acting.
Yeah. And well, speaking of like random people in like movies that popped up, like Sheldon, dude, Agent Coulson is in.
Oh,
is in
yeah.
what's that movie?
Dude, that caught me
In-
for
in,
a
Wait, is he?
curveball when I saw that. I was like,
Wait.
what the hell?
Live by
Wait,
Night.
where is he?
Live by Night.
Wait, is he?
Dude, it
Oh,
caught
he
me
is?
so off guard.
I was like, wait, is that?
Really?
What?
Oh my god.
I was like Coulson reporting for duty. You know what?
That's weird.
Now that I think about it, as I was watching that movie, there was a lot of cameos from just like a lot of like just people.
Yeah,
that,
like
I'm
Robert De
I
Niro was
know.
in there, Chevy Chase, Kevin Bacon.
Wait, Robert De
like,
Niro
what?
was there, and he didn't have like a big role or
No, he
anything.
was just some dude in the background.
Really? That's weird.
What's it called? Miguel, the singer, was in there as well as one of the kind of bigger characters.
Hmm.
So I just
Oh
thought
no,
that was interesting.
sorry, Kevin Bacon was in Patriots Day. I'm just I got confused.
yeah.
Kevin Bacon was great in Patriots Day, by the way, too. I loved him in that. I love Kevin Bacon.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
He's
I
great
love
in
Kevin
everything.
Bacon. He is
But
great.
yeah, I guess if we want to move on here, so interesting bit of news actually that can kind of spin out into a discussion here. So Disney and Lucasfilm kind of shut down rumors that Princess Leia would be recreated for CGI in future films, which of course is not going to happen. And they released a full statement about it, and we know that she did finish her scenes for Episode 8, and she was going to have a bigger role in Episode 8, and possibly even Episode 9, from what I've heard. So, I mean, to me this makes sense. It would have been weird if they kind of went the whole Paul Walker direction, I want to say, with this, and try to do the whole CGI thing, because to me it's kind of stuck out in Rogue One. It kind of took me out of the movie. But what do you guys think about this?
Well, first of all, the Force be with Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
Still miss her greatly. No, but I think this is a good decision because I don't know, when you do CG like reenactments of like dead actors, I mean, I guess if you have him in like maybe just one scene, it's fine. But like Rogue One, for instance, when you see Tarkin, now granted the CG that they did on him was great, but it's still the problem of Uncanny Valley that just takes you out of the movie. And same goes with Leia. I mean, I think it would have been better just to have the back of her head just shown, and that's it. Now, as far as like her roles for Episode 9, I think one idea they could do is I know a lot of what'll usually happen is before the release of a Star Wars movie, they'll release in like a bunch of tie-in material, whether it be comics or novels. So one idea they could do is release like a tie-in novel to Episode 9, sort of like a in between Episode 8 and Episode 9, and that'll give information as to what happened to Leia, like what happened to her. And I think that would probably allow like the writers of Episode 9 more freedom to explain why she isn't there or has a minimum presence.
Yeah, they also could do they could film like a CGI or do some kind of send-off scene in Episode 8 too.
Yeah, they could.
Yeah.
It'd be weird if they killed her off though, just like, wow, they're killing like first Han and then her, damn. Like,
yeah.
Kylo's going in the 9th.
Damn. Michael, what are your
Death of
thoughts
the
on
family.
the whole decision?
Yeah, they said they won't do CG for Leia in the future movies. Maybe that's a good thing. She just died recently. You know, it's pretty fresh in people's minds. Maybe kind of distasteful if they go and do that, especially if they go out of their way when they have other options possibly.
It's just it would just be too much, I think.
Especially if it's like a really like if she has like a very like vital role and it's like she's on screen a lot. It might get some people like they might feel weird about it.
Yeah. Luke, what are your thoughts?
I don't know. Like, I don't know, because like with CGI Tarkin was just really weird to watch, and again, like it was, I don't know, it was like what James said. It was really good CGI, but they just kept showing him with everybody else, and you're just seeing like this thing that's not there, like moving his lips, and it's not real. Like his lips are like flapping all around, and it's terrible. But I don't really know how to send off Carrie Fisher. Like the only thing I can think of is she dies in a ship that gets blown up. But I mean, that just seems like such a small way. It just seems like such a small way to get rid of such a big character like Leia. So I'm not exactly sure how to really take her out of the story without it seeming really weird to do. And if they said they're not going to do it, or they said they are,
they're not.
right?
Yeah, no CGI.
No, they're not.
Right, they're not. So I don't know. I mean, I guess like if all things considered, like they can just say Leia's just done in Episode 9. They just say that she doesn't want to do this anymore. I mean, be as realistic as, you know, her dying in a big fiery explosion. So,
dude, imagine they just kill her off cam. They're just like, I know. Or they started off with like a funeral scene.
Yeah,
that could be a decent way to start it off.
If they did, that would, I think that would be pretty. That would be nice, because I'm thinking about it. I'm like, would that be in poor taste if Episode 9 was like a funeral scene?
Well, didn't they kind of do something similar with Star Trek Beyond? How they addressed Leonard Nimoy's death?
I don't think I watched any of the.
I didn't
Trek
see
movies,
Beyond. I heard
so
it was
I
good
wouldn't
though,
know.
but I didn't get to check it out.
It was, well, because like in Star Trek Beyond, like there's like one scene where Spock, Zachary Quinto's Spock, he gets like a letter that says that Spock Prime Leonard Nimoy had passed, So I don't know. Maybe they can do something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they're having all kinds of discussions about how to move forward. So hopefully they'll figure out something that kind of honors her legacy and everything in the further movies. But
yeah, I hope it's something that does that and feels natural within what they've already established in the universe and doesn't feel like jarring or like you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they've got a couple of years, so they got time.
That's very true.
I'm really wondering how they're gonna adjust her 8 role if so.
I mean, she's already filmed all her stuff, right?
But like,
yeah.
Because then, like, what if they're like, okay, we already filmed her stuff for 8, right? But they're like, they know what we want to do with her now, and say they want her to be like, not in anymore. They maybe think they may take some things away or alter her 8 footage to better line that up.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, I think it's ultimately, like I said, just to come to a conclusion on this topic, I think it's the right choice that they made to not kind of further like do the whole CGI and all that stuff, because just would have been, like we mentioned, in bad taste, and it kind of the CG maybe isn't there to do a full movie with her as CG and stuff, especially if she's gonna have a bigger role. But yeah, I think that's
swag.
Yeah, that's what we had to say on that topic. Definitely good choice on Lucasfilm. But anyways, I think we got to that segment of the show where we get to answer viewer questions for the first time. So
surprisingly, this is really cool. I was like, #hybrid movies. I'm like, what? Like,
so first question comes to us from Classy Ulysses. He says, "Great podcast. I enjoy it." Well, thank you. He says, "Keep on coming." My question is, do you think War of the Planet of the Apes will be the best trilogy ever made?
Well, that's a really
James. What are your thoughts on this one?
I mean, now don't get me wrong. I think these newer Planet of the Apes movies are amazing, and I can't wait for the third one. But as far as like being one of the best, I mean, it's got some pretty heavy competition because, like me personally, my favorite movie trilogies are the original Star Wars trilogy and Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah, I mean,
so it's got a lot
some competition, fam.
Yeah, it got some big competition. I mean, we're talking about movies that like changed cinema forever.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that Planet of the Apes could have the chance to do that, though, because I know I don't know if Rise, because I remember I saw Rise when it first came in theaters, and I thought it was pretty good. It wasn't like really impressive, but Dawn, I think, really changed a lot of stuff, or how people really saw, I guess, computer animated characters, because everyone in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, when they were like an ape, they like really sold these characters emoting and just doing a lot of stuff without like language being a factor. Like they're doing sign language. There's like no talking with the apes, but it still feels like really yeah. And I mean, like when they do talk, it feels because they're not talking all the time, and so when they actually do talk, it just feels like really heavy, impactful moments. So
definitely, I'm totally with you there.
So I feel like Planet of the Apes has the potential to be one of the better movie trilogies, because I feel like they actually have changed cinema in a way in terms of how we view certain techniques within filmmaking.
Yeah, especially like with motion capture.
Yeah, Andy Serkis.
Yeah,
my
exactly.
boys out here killing it.
Yeah,
like Andy Serkis and Toby Kebbell, I think, really nailed those two characters, Koba and Caesar.
Whoa! Pause. Toby Kebbell?
Yeah, dude, he bounced back
he
from
Koba.
Doctor Doom.
No way! I had no idea he was even. In that.
Hey, Michael, what are your thoughts though? Have you seen these, or you seen?
Oh yeah, no, I've seen them. I'm a really big fan of both the movies, especially Dawn. Dawn really was just something that really amazed me when I first saw it. What I used to say was, it's apes on horses with shotguns. Like, what the hell? It's ridiculous. I did like the first one and the second one. The third one, I have to see it first before I can say if it's going to be the best trilogy. But if it's as solid as the second one, I think it might be probably one of my favorite trilogies, honestly.
Okay. I've seen Rise of the Planet of the Apes and I enjoyed it. I have not seen Dawn, but I've seen the trailer for War. It looks really good, so I had to go check out that one and catch up on everything. But
oh, Nick, you got to hop on Dawn, fan.
I know I got to watch that at some point. But yeah,
It is really good. Yeah.
Next question. Ask Hybrid Movies. Any recommendations for great movies to watch? Maybe a favorite film from Jeffrey Vasquez. Wow, that's a loaded question.
That's a nice question.
That's a whole podcast right there on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know,
shoot like a couple, maybe like
yeah,
two
I'll say like two or three. I would say some of my favorite movies are Alien and Aliens. Hot Fuzz, actually, from Edgar Wright.
I love
called?
Hot Fuzz.
Rambo: First Blood, I love. It's a classic. Commando, I would recommend to anybody.
Yes, Commando.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, those are my picks. James, what are your thoughts?
For me, so I'm a huge Star Wars guy. So pretty much like any of the Star Wars movies, not necessarily the prequels, but like the original trilogy. Start with that, and you'll get what I mean. Also at my work, we have name tags that has our name as well as our favorite movie. And when it came time for me to choose which movie, I was debating between either The Dark Knight or Mrs. Doubtfire. I ultimately went with Dark Knight because I remember seeing that and just thinking, wow, I didn't think comic book movies could do this or be like this. And then Mrs. Doubtfire, like, I'm sorry, like, best Robin Williams movie, hands down.
Yeah.
I have watched that movie, like, countless times, and yeah, I think that's all I got to say
Solid
about
picks.
that.
Yeah, definitely. Michael, what are your choices?
It's a really loaded question. Off the top of my head though, my favorite movie is Chungking Express by Wong Kar-wai. It's a '94 Cantonese film.
Okay.
I would really recommend that one. Whiplash, if you haven't seen that, that's by the same dude who did La La Land just recently. Fantastic movie as well. And then I think I would say Alien as well, and Commando. Those two movies. I'm late to the party, but they're probably one of my favorite films that I think you should watch too.
Definitely, yeah, you should. Lurk, what are your thoughts?
So we're doing 3, right?
Well,
yeah, something like
that. I don't know.
2
I
or
gave like
3.
5 or something.
Okay. So I guess favorite movie of all time is The Thing by John Carpenter. I love that.
You don't
movie
like
to
The
death.
Thing from Outer Space, the original one?
No.
You don't like that big dude with a big old head walking around?
I don't like Vegetable Man.
Okay.
No.
Oh, no.
I really do like John Carpenter's The Thing, though.
Yeah, it's great.
It's like probably
Amazing
one of the best,
effects
probably
and
one of the
stuff.
best horror movies ever made. I think. Alien is also one of my favorites. Original Alien is another classic. I mean, I think that's really it. Oh, actually, you know what? I would say Halloween is actually another one of my favorites. I like Halloween
I don't
a
mess
lot.
with that spooky stuff.
Halloween is actually pretty good. I mean, it's scary, I know, but it's pretty good.
Oh.
Honorable mention, Monster Trucks. I haven't seen it yet, but I know it's going to be my favorite.
Even though I gave like 6 movies, I want to give an honorable shout out to Lord of the Rings because I
Go
watch
for it.
those movies religiously. Like I literally watch at least one of
literally
them
every week.
At least one every week.
I kid you not. Like he always messaged me. He's like, "Yo, dude, Lord of the Rings time." Like,
Yeah, I have the extended edition box set, the Blu-ray set. So love that. But yeah. Hey, you don't get an honorable
what? I
mention.
think
What do
I'll
you-
give one more.
one.
Just one more. Just one more. My Neighbor Totoro is probably one of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh.
And I feel confident enough in my manhood to say that. I love that movie so much.
Okay.
That's good. That's gonna be the next Christmas present for my little brother.
It's good. It's a good Christmas
Yeah.
present.
we got him Spirited Away last Christmas.
All right.
It's great stuff.
Next question. Ask Hybrid Movies. After Star Wars fishes its current... I saw that. I think you meant to say finishes. But
don't
okay.
know why that
After
was so
Star Wars
funny.
finishes its current run of movies, assuming they all do well, what do you think happens next for the franchise? Do they continue putting out movies or take a break? This is from Kieran99344. I think
that's a good question.
I think they're going all the
They
way
gonna
to
go
the
for
end
it?
of time here with these ones. Disney is going to milk this out as long as they can. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think they're
I
going to
mean-
do the same exact thing until people to get tired of it. But I can't really imagine that happening in this world, where people say
I
no
mean-
more Star Wars.
like, this is a really weird question because, like, there's always been, like, this big thing in between trilogies, so it would just be weird if, like, we finish one trilogy and then Disney goes straight into
I
another
think they'll
one.
go
But
the
I mean,
standalone
like,
route for a little bit and then kind of give the trilogy a break, maybe.
maybe.
Yeah, I feel like they might do,
like
the first, like, finish this one,
Yeah.
and then maybe do, like, the standalone thing, and then come back to, like, to do, like, an episode, whatever, 10, 11, 12, with, like, a really different take and twist to it that's
I
fresh.
hope so.
Like that's true, but there's always been like this huge gap, I think, in between trilogies, and I don't know if Disney is willing to wait long enough to start a new trilogy. Like, I can understand the standalone thing, but would they be like, okay, 3 years is enough, new trilogy?
Well, you
Yeah.
can say, like, Disney, they have their phases. I guess you could just say that's them just continually doing trilogies.
I was just about to bring that up. They have, like, plans for the Marvel movies until, like, 2028. God knows if they can keep that up. So I mean, would they just do the same with Star Wars?
I mean, they could continue on, or hey, they also own the rights to Indiana Jones, so maybe we might see something from them. I don't know.
No.
I know. I think that's a bit.
Or in another case, Disney wants to just make as much money as possible and milk out every single franchise they have.
Well, I mean, that's just Disney.
I mean, they could.
You're
Probably
not
focus
wrong.
They could still focus on their other forms of media, such as their comic line, their books. Maybe we'll see another Star Wars TV series, whether it's animated or live action, and then
Maybe.
we'll see what future Star Wars video games they have in store.
Yeah.
Star Wars: The Force Unleashed.
So that
3.
we're all good. We all think that it'll keep going forever.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any break to
Till
this.
the end of time.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, keep them coming. But yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if I reach that point. Just like, okay, we can stop for a bit.
And Disney will say no.
I'm an aspiring writer director. Hopefully, this shit's going on for another 10, 15 years. I get my shot at a Star Wars movie.
Hey.
Oh, that's right.
That's
We're
true.
keeping Star Wars forever. You're gonna give us money.
got my Old Republic movie set up. Got that going. But
Oh, they'll tell
There
you
we
no.
go.
You have to put in a love interest. You have to put in a really whiny kid.
I'm gonna walk away for creative differences. Then at that point, I'll do that. Do that.
After the last guy walked away for the
Yeah.
same reason.
All right, final question here comes from Kieran9934 again. He says, if the live-action Power Rangers movie does well, do you think it'll get a run of 3 to 4 movies, or will it be one-off nevertheless? I think they have stuff planned. I mean, this is a big brand. Obviously, there's countless shows.
I feel like you don't do a Power Rangers movie not for the potential of franchise, especially with all the freaking connected universes stuff going on right now. I mean, it just seems weird if this would be a one-off.
definitely.
Yeah. I mean, for me personally, I'm optimistic about the movie. I actually I was into the trailer. I wasn't.
I think it actually looks pretty cool too.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat with that one. If anything, I just recently have been getting like TASM vibes. I think it'll get a good one on the first time, and then the second one, I don't think they'll get a full trilogy.
Okay.
I'm just,
Yeah, they
I'm
always
shooting in the
splurge on
dark.
that second
Yeah, James,
one.
what are
Yeah.
your thoughts on
Yeah.
Power Rangers?
I mean, I'm not expecting it to be good, but I'm still gonna watch it just because I was a big Power Rangers kid. But like, as far as like getting more, like it's gonna have to do some impressive numbers. Like we're talking like Transformers, or at least Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles levels. Because if it does money like Gem and the Holograms,
Jesus Christ!
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, oh yeah,
Dude, that was a flop.
yeah, and we all know.
I
What do
remember
you
when they
mean, biggest
announced that
movie of all time?
Oh, I don't know. I think Power Rangers, they're betting on a lot in this universe. They got sequel plans and shit already, I think. But
Yeah,
Let's just hope that emails
Yeah.
don't leak. All right.
oh, yeah.
Get ready for that
Jeez, what-
Goldar.
when did that
spin-off.
happen again? It was like 2014 or something.
2014.
Yeah, wow,
I
that was a
think.
long time ago.
Yeah, it was 2014.
I know time flies, man.
Long time ago, 2 years ago. But anyways, I think that's kind of the end of the episode. We got through all the questions. We
think
got all
that
the
was
topics done. Thank you guys again for supporting the show. Obviously, we launched the podcast last week with the first episode and seemed to get a pretty good response. So I'm glad that happened. And thank you for sending in questions. Send in more questions too for next episode. We'll be sure to check out a couple of those questions and answer them. But yeah, again, like I said, thank you guys, and Well, I'll see you next week.
Take care, guys.
Later, guys.
All right, see ya.